Hi friends, Shawnee here. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making panisse. It is a garbanzo flour based recipe. Now lately I've been using wheat flour based recipes and converting them using garbanzo flour. So it was really nice to find this recipe that originates with garbanzo flour. And it's very simple, easy, and it only has a few ingredients. So let's start. We have 2.5 cups of water, which I'm bringing to just warm, not a boil. I have a cup of garbanzo flour, and you can just stop there and just use those 2 ingredients along with 2 teaspoons of olive oil in your water. Now today I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper and a teaspoon of cumin. And I'm only doing that because I want to punch up this flavor. So I'm going to mix that up. And I'm just warming my water. I don't want to bring it to a boil because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this garbanzo flour along with my seasoning and I'm going to start to mix it in here right now. Now you're going to just keep mixing, and you probably want to do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. I know it's a little long. It's kind of like a polenta-like recipe. And see, I can see it's getting thick right now. So I'm going to continue to stir this for another 5 or so minutes and we'll get back. So I whisked my mixture for about 7 minutes and now I'm using a heat-proof spatula. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this batter, if you will, and I'm going to put it into this glass container. But first I'm going to spray it with a cooking spray. I'm using coconut oil, but you can use an olive oil spray if you like. So I'm going to take this and I'm just simply going to pour it into this pan. Now after I get this in here, I'm going to smooth it over the top just so it's nice and even. And I'm going to give it a tap. I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap and I'm going to pop it into the refrigerator, not the freezer, but the refrigerator for 2 hours. And then when we come back, I'm going to take it out and we're going to pop this out and we're going to cut it into either French fries or round circles like cakes. So it's been 2 hours since I've had my panisse refrigerated and I just popped it out of the refrigerator. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unveil it by taking off the plastic wrap and then I'm going to turn it out onto this cutting board. But first, I'm just going to do a little loosening around the edges and then I'm going to flip it over. And this is the easiest way to do it. And I'm going to give it a little shake. Perfect. So we can set that aside. Now, it's almost like the texture of tofu. It's kind of spongy in a way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into, not fries because I don't want to make them that thin, but like oblong blocks. So I'm going to use my chef's knife to do this. And I am, instead of frying them on the stove top, I'm going to use a deep fryer to deep fry them. I have mine going right now and it's set to 350 and it's just about there. So after we fry these, it's going to be crunchy on the outside and creamy on the inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I just made 14 sticks. So it's ready. So I'm actually going to pop a couple in right now. there they go. So I do have a cooling rack right here, so when we take them out, they can drain and dry a little. To pair with this, I did make a yogurt and dill sauce where I added lemon juice, salt and pepper, and garlic. So I'm just gonna set that aside while these cook. You're looking really good. Very nicely. What I like about this recipe is this can be very versatile. You can eat it as a snack. You can eat it with a meat as a side. You could eat it as a full course meal if you're a vegetarian. So it's very versatile and I like that. So it's going on a minute since they've been in there right now. But I'm so pleased at how these cut so nicely, just perfect. And they're staying together without any falling apart. It's beautiful. So when they come out, I'm gonna put some finishing salt on them right away, which I have right here. I'm anxious to try these. I've been on a bit of a chickpea garbanzo flour kick lately, just because I really like the flavor and how it bakes and cooks. So I actually made some naan bread with garbanzo flour several weeks ago, and it was just absolutely delicious. All those good flavors, Middle Eastern flavors. So right now it's really just a waiting game. They're starting to come to the top and float. It's looking really good, and I can feel them just touching them, how crunchy they are on the outside. And another thing that I like about this recipe is I don't have to coat them in anything. It's no dry, wet, dry method or just wet, dry, nothing. Just cook them as is. You gotta like that. Just be sure you're cooking them at 350. Oh yeah, and the texture is very, very similar, if not exactly, to a French fry. I'm anxious to eat these. Fork raining. Ah, we got a couple floaters. So I'm gonna take these two out. These were like my test version, and I'm gonna pop three more in right now. Put a little finishing salt on them. Now we're gonna move over here. And I'm gonna put this on the plate. And while that's finishing, I'm gonna taste test one. It's very, very crunchy on the outside. It smells so good. The cumin, the salt and pepper that I put in there, I can smell that cumin. And I'm just gonna do a dip in this yogurt dill sauce. It's a great combination of flavors, the dill, the coolness of the yogurt sauce with the little smokiness of the cumin. It's really, really nice. I totally recommend this recipe. So if you like this recipe in this video, subscribe to my channel, send me a comment, and we'll see you next time.